Hey, welcome to this journey. Today or tonight, we're traveling nowhere, just staying at home. In this awesome lodge right here. Cool place, right? All day, you've been kind of busy. There are plenty of things that you should get done, and some of them you do, some of them you don't. Some you'll do eventually, but just not now. Okay, I should not project from myself onto you too much. Sorry about that. But maybe you can relate. For years, I've been saying that a day could have 48 hours and I'd still not have enough time to get things done. But if I'm honest with myself, I kind of spend a lot of work time not working at all, with my head up in the clouds and my mind and sense of self is clouded. Oh dear, I drifted off again. You know, some issues shouldn't wait. And then again, some issues really shouldn't wait. In this case, it's stacking up firewood before it gets dark. So you put on a sweater, another sweater, a super warm winter jacket, and get in your boots. By the time you're finally done tying your boots' shoelaces, you're feeling super hot under all those clothes, so you're actually quite happy about the cool breeze that welcomes you as you step outside the house. You start walking, and you really don't need to go far because, well, your lodge is in the middle of the forest. As you're scavenging the floor for some suitable fallen trees, your mind catches up with you again, and you get lost in thoughts once more. It's not even anything important this time, just noise. You become aware of that, and slightly irritated, get out of that string of thoughts. You should have rather kept an eye on the floor. You don't have much firewood to show for yet. Breathe in slowly. Hold your breath. And breathe out. Once more. You inhale slowly. Hold the air. Enjoy the silence this very moment. And exhale. All right. You've drifted off in thoughts, but let's not get mad at ourselves. Maybe you've heard the saying that you deserve treating yourself as your best friend instead of someone you disrespect so much that you'd swear at and discourage him or her so often. You wouldn't want to hang out with someone who does that to you all the time, would you? All right then. Let's get to it. Obviously, you don't need to look too long to find suitable material, and you chop the tree into manageable sizes to carry over to the lodge. It's quite exhausting to go back and forth so often, but you kind of enjoy the process of getting things done, and getting this done, and being present in this moment. This task demands simple repetitive movements, but you do them gracefully, being present right here, right now. The harder this physical work gets, the more quiet your mind becomes, the more peaceful you become. Eventually, you're done. Mission successful. Actually, you could say missions successful. Your wood supply is filled nicely, and you finally feel at peace again. You're a little exhausted, but not cold, so you decide to go to one of your favorite spots nearby, where you have a beautiful view over your surroundings. How beautiful is the forest, covered in a layer of snow that quiets the forest so much you might think you're all alone. Obviously, you're surrounded by life, countless animals, awake or asleep, but here nonetheless. You look at the mountains, both nearby and far away, and you are drawn in by this astounding view as you notice the various shapes and forms these gigantic rock structures have, and you're reminded of the times you've climbed to the very top of some of these mountains. That was so exhausting, but definitely worth it. Life just feels so different up there, but I've addressed that topic a different time already. You get to learn a lot about yourself and life itself when you walk up such high mountains. It takes so long and can become so exhausting that eventually you don't even think anymore, and you're right here in this moment. In this very moment. Not confined to the limited mind's stories it wants you to believe. Don't get me wrong, I love my mind. I just wish we'd get along a little better. Maybe instead of telling me for the 10th time how I should have reacted differently in this situation, or instead of over-examining things that should just come more natural, it should have, for example, told me to bring a sleeping mat back when I thought I'd be fine camping up on a high mountain in October with just a tent and a $20 summer sleeping bag. And that wasn't even the first time I made that mistake. Thinking about the cold so much makes you aware that you're getting a little cold too. Let's go inside. It's gotten rather cold by now, and without that winter jacket on, it's not as comfortably warm inside as you might have hoped. Time to light the fireplace. Once more, you don't want to do it half-heartedly, lost in thoughts, but instead light that fire with presence, and therefore also grace. So once more, you take 2 deep, conscious breaths. Mildly fast forward, you've lit that fire now, and you feel the fire warm you, and your beautiful lodge becomes super cozy again. You become very still. Peaceful. Happy. And thankful for the fire. Maybe I'm illusional, but I believe humans have an arcane connection to fire. In some way, it's deeply embedded in our nature, as it is in nature in general. For hundreds of thousands of years, some sources even say 1,000,000 years, we have been making fires to process foods, keep us warm and safer from other animals, have light, and so much more. There is so much to be thankful for, and right now, one such example is this fire right in front of you. As a means of showing my respect to fires, as a younger boy, I began giving campfires names. Some friends thought I was just joking around, but I thought that such a personalization of this stunning phenomenon we call fire is a nice way to honor the fire and perhaps remember such moments. Take Rodrigo, for example. A friend of mine and I got caught up in heavy rain and went for shelter under a large spruce tree. Its structure keeps the floor quite dry, and we lit a fire there that was honestly not all too safely arranged. The tree kept us dry, and the fire kept us warm. And we prepared the spruce needle tea we decided to make, also thanks to the fire and the tree. So we just sat there, peacefully and quietly, looking at and listening to the rain and the fire. It was amazing. Calmly and peacefully sitting by the fire. No worries, no noise. No clinging to the past. No projections onto the future. Pure presence. Pure joy. Thanks for listening. Maybe this little journey has brought as much or even more calmness to you as it has to me. Take care.